Hello everybody, and welcome to our special marathon talk, our marathon dedicated show where we talk about, guess what it is? Marathons. You got it right. Yeah, we talk about marathons. Hayden's here in his Boston Marathon. That is a proper flex there, bro. That is a proper flex.
When you've got it, you've got to start wearing it. Otherwise,
Gosh,
it's a waste of time, won't it?
You've got to wear it. And he's got his, is that a sports tours hat?
This is a sports tours hat
Let,
from, I believe, Chicago.
let's give them a shout out. We love our friends at
Yeah,
Sports Tours. If you want to go Paris or whatever, they've got Paris and Berlin, isn't it? There's still got on sale, I think.
they've got Berlin. Yeah, they've got Paris on sale. They've
And
got
the super
every
halves.
marathon.
Yeah, so make sure you check out
Stuff.
Sports Tours.
I
They're
saw they had
sponsored.
something on sale with the Dolomites. I think that's some sort of marathon or ultra marathon.
Right.
Up in the Dolomites would be a tough one.
Okay, well, check them out. They're not sponsoring the show, we just like them. So, yeah, good plug in. We have to say this to Paul. You love it.
I love that.
Right, so today in this episode, if you've got no idea what this is, quick intro. Hayden and I basically love marathons, and we spend all day talking about them. So we started doing a show about them. You guys loved it, and it's part of our long run show sort of podcast, 40 Runs podcast thing that we do, and we like to talk about marathons. So that's what this episode is about. The last episode we did of this, I can't even remember what we spoke about, but it was nothing really to do like the majors or anything like that. I think we just got into some other stuff, didn't we? I can't remember what it was. Can you?
Yeah, I think there was a couple of articles that you'd found, and we just had a little bit of chat around. And as you said, that's how I did this. We're just talking about everything in and around marathons.
Exactly. But this episode, I do want to focus in, especially at the front end, on Tokyo, right? Because this episode is coming out basically Tokyo. Okay. So Hayden's done Tokyo. We've got, if you don't know, Ben from the Long Run Show, our Friday show, is going out to Tokyo as part of his World Marathon Major sort of collection that he's trying to put together. So he's out there. So I think the first thing that I want to ask you, Hayden, really is for Ben, let's say, for somebody who's going to run the Tokyo Marathon, put the course to one side because I'm going to ask you about that. But what tips have you got as a sort of normal person for going out to doing the Tokyo Marathon? For let's say you're chatting to Ben.
Yeah, sure. I think one of the big things is it comes up quite a lot is fueling. So whereas a lot of the bigger American marathons or even the UK, you might have Lucozade on thing or you might have Gatorade on course. In Tokyo, they have the Pocari Sweat. And if it's something you're not used to, I definitely wouldn't be relying on fueling during the race.
What is it? Sorry, Hayden, is that like an electrolyte drink?
Correct. Yeah, that's what it's like. It's in the same sort of form as Gatorade and stuff, but
Okay.
it's really big over in the Far East. You can actually, what I would say is, if you do want to use it and I quite stomached it. I thought it was quite nice, but get it in advance. You can buy it sort of like in big packets now, make it up yourself.
And
you know what? Yeah,
this is going out.
Yeah,
it is.
Oh, it's definitely too late. You forget about that. Then. So definitely take your own fuel. Yeah, take your own fuel with you because that's what's available on course. And if you're not used to something like that, that might not be the best for you. I'd also say as well, not put the marathon to one side, but how many times, especially predominantly our listeners are probably from the UK, how many times really are you going to get to go out and visit Japan? Probably not many. So make sure you embrace the culture, enjoy it. It can be quite scary, quite daunting going the other side of the world, but embrace it and love it for what it is. And the marathon just, again, puts you up on that different level altogether. It's fantastic.
What time does the race start?
For the top of my head, I'm not 100% of all of them. I think it was around about 9:30. It wasn't like a ridiculously early time at all. 9:30, maybe even 10 o'clock it was.
Okay. And where does it start? What's the sort of to give me an idea of what it's like? Ben, obviously, but what's another marathon or another event in terms of the start setup? What would be similar? Is it like in a park, or is it like on a bridge, or is there anything similar that we've done, you and I, that I can sort of?
So you actually start in this area. It's on a little bit of a flyover. So you're almost elevated, a bit like a bridge, and you go for a start line. Everyone does, but the way they make the pens queue up, it's all over the place. It's sort of like all hickledy-pickledy. So literally, if you go into, I forgot what pen I was in, but I was in one of the close ones to the front. So I sort of stayed up the top.
All right, big time.
As a start, I went through the start line. I actually went through. I think it was Kafuzi was just ahead of me actually. As you go through the start line, you look down, you can see the other people. They're sort of like, then they start moving up and walking up. So you all go through the same start line, which is obviously different to London and some other ones. But yeah, it's in just like a district area. There's nothing sort of like that stands out to me, Rose.
You've just made me think of something. Is London the only World Albert Major marathon thing that has different starts?
Correct. It
That's
is, isn't it? Yeah.
like that's a fact for down the pub when you're doing
Yeah.
the quiz. I've never thought of that actually. That's a really good point. London is okay. I've not done Tokyo, Sydney, but I don't think it was. I think everyone started in the same place from what Tobe said. I think London is the only one with different start points.
Yeah, I think you could be right. I'm pretty sure. I think off the top of
New
my head,
York, New York,
Boston,
you
you
got
definitely all go through the same. Definitely New
New York,
York,
you
we've
got
both done
above
go
and
for the same.
below, and yeah, but you all
In
end up on the same bridge.
in where? In New York?
Yeah, you all end up on the same
Yeah.
bridge.
Yeah, New York, same bridge. You either start below the bridge or on top of it. So yeah, you're going in
That's it,
2
right?
layers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still the same, almost
So
the
you
same
still got
start line. Yeah.
start.
But London, well, you know more than anyone. London's it's different areas. It's a bit
Well,
of a
you've got
walk
about a
to each
million.
area.
You've got about a million different ones. They've now got the green wave. So if you're doing London this year, we're actually let's give it a shout out. I don't know when this is coming out, but we're doing a sort of more London marathon focused training podcast as well that we're introducing. That will in the second half of the year focusing on like the autumn marathons, and then through the summer it'll be like half marathon 10K focused, right? Giving some coaching help and tips and things like that, right? But anyway, in the London Marathon, they've announced they're doing the green wave again, which is basically if you don't have a bag, you don't have any crap with you, you're going to be environmentally friendly. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you just like pee in a bush? I'm not sure what that means. But whatever it is, basically, if you turn up with no gear, they're going to put you in your own corral. So again, they've created another section, another corral, another wave, whatever you want to call it, for these people. Which again, so I think London's quite unique in that respect.
I think they're almost the green one. They're almost rewarding you as well. I think they've said that if you take up that offer of not taking a bag or anything to the start, which means they haven't got a cart to the finish, which is why it's environmentally more friendly. They're going to put more actual seats in that green area. There's more toilets, so it gives you it's a smaller space, so it gives you a little bit more luxury. So it's almost like a reward if you want to go.
Do they reward you with somebody to run it for you?
I don't think they go that far. They don't go that far. No.
Oh, it's a bugger. Right, go back to Tokyo.
Yep.
What's the course actually like? So we've started at 9 o'clock or whatever it is. What's the course profile? Is it like is it, because I've been to Tokyo, right? So I wouldn't say it's fresh in my mind. It was a few years ago now. But are you running through like the main streets? Do you run through? I mean, how does it, what's the course profile? Is it, or do they just send you out into the middle of bleeding nowhere?
No, it's actually quite residential. It's a lot of streets and a lot of town. But what a lot of people don't know is, I'm pretty sure as well. I think Tokyo has got the lowest elevation out of every single world major. But Chicago and Berlin will always get the credit for being the faster ones. That's because I think some of the faster runners go out in Chicago and Berlin. Some of them go to beat the world records. And also in Tokyo, you've got a lot of out and backs, which can, if you're a professional runner running a 2-hour marathon, it's going to slow you down a little bit. But elevation wise, Tokyo is virtually completely flat. I think actually the overall net elevation is less than Berlin and Chicago.
As you say, because of the out and backs, it doesn't get,
slows down a little bit.
You can't chuck it.
Yeah, but it's a fast flat marathon as far as I'm concerned. Definitely.
What's the in terms of the support and stuff like that on the course for anybody who's going out there? What's that like?
There's a lot of people out there, but their whole, this is the thing I said before, get immersed in their culture. Their whole culture, they're very reserved, they're very polite, they're never going to be in your face screaming, seeing your name in your bib and going bonkers at you. That's just not their culture. It's not what they do. But they're out there, they're on course, they've got like the flick flacks, whatever they are, and they are cheering you on, but you're never going to get that American sort of like thing that hits you and you're like, whoa, this is loud. But no, the course is well supported. There's a lot of people throughout the whole course. Absolutely. Yeah. Sports.
What's the finish line like?
So the finish line, you finish at I think it's called the Emperor's Palace.
Oh, nice. So yeah, I remember that.
Yes, as you finish just in front of that. So as you go through the finish line,
isn't it a park or something there?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what it is. But the finish actually isn't inside the park; it's just outside. Yeah. What was actually quite strange? 2 days before, we went for a walk, like you do, have a look around. Before we walked down to the finish, and it wasn't even built, and it was just like this road junction. There was nothing there. And literally, the next day, we went there, and they didn't mess about. They put up this whole finish line, and it's basically in the middle of this road. And as you go through, you see the palace sort of ahead of you. Obviously, they close everything off. it was a little bit underwhelming, if I'm honest, as was the start line. Some start
Okay.
lines you feel like London's one of them. I don't know how you feel about it. I think it's got a bit more fashionable now to have marathons, where the start lines are almost like two big posts or something like that, rather
Yeah,
than
I've
having the
noticed that.
old fashioned.
Chicago did it, didn't it? Do you remember
It
me and
did,
you had that
yeah.
discussion as we're going? So Hayden and I, we started. Obviously, we ran Chicago together. Basically, he carried me around it. And when we started, I was expecting like the big red thing over the top and all this sort of stuff. We went round the corner. I went, oi, oi, what's going on here? Wait, we're saving on money here. And you said to me, no, this is new. This is
Yeah.
this is new. New York does the same. It's literally on the Verrazano Bridge, like just a bit of wood with a, with a tiny little logo on it. London still has the big what's it called? Gantry or whatever you call it, going
Yeah.
across.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. Watch my video from this year; it's all like properly done. But yeah, I think it is the new fashion, isn't it? It's just like, oh, let's just stick a post up and finish, start on it, and hope for the best, sort of thing.
Yeah, I just think it's almost like that minimalist sort of like modern
Yeah,
thing, and I think it takes it away a little bit. I like, to be
yeah.
fair, Berlin out of all of them.
Berlin,
The Berlin
oh,
starts amazing with
Berlin starts
everything
epic.
going over it. Yeah, I do
Yeah,
like that.
Berlin starts pretty good. Okay, so when you finished, what do you do? What's the what the event village like? What's the deal there? Getting stuff to eat? Is there beers for people who finish? I mean, what's the deal?
The year I done it, we was lucky enough. Obviously, well, we're going to go into that maybe later. ASICS sponsor Tokyo Marathon,
Yeah.
and they had hired out this bar and basically just paid for everyone's food and drinks in this bar. It wasn't like a massive bar; it was just one we wandered down and found and went into, and there was like
Okay.
the bills on ASICS. So we just sat
Lovely.
down and drank. But as you go through the finish line, same thing as most of the marathons. You wind your way around, you get your medal. Went round. They give you like a poncho towel.
Yeah, I've seen that.
We
Tobag
got
one.
one. Give one, and then yeah, it's a little bit difficult if you're trying to. We went back to find friends, and that's a little bit difficult because of the one-way system. A bit like New York, you can't just finish these world major marathons. And so I'm gonna go back to the finish line, cheer on my mate. It's difficult to do that, and Tokyo
Okay.
is one. So if you are going with someone you want to run with, I would definitely look at thinking the days before, maybe going down to the finish area and finding like a spot you can meet, or finding a shop that you can meet, or a bar even, especially if you're going to finish at different times. It's busy down there.
What was the medal like?
It's the worst medal ever. Honestly, I've had better. This is no disrespect to Run Through. I've had better medals from Run Through at my local 10K at Battersea Park.
Really?
The Tokyo medal's terrible. I think it's renowned for it. It's a small. All the other ones are the big chunky ones. The Tokyo one is tiny with a little like school ribbon on it. It's not great at all. I can't defend it.
Really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
You're not having it, are you?
It's a terrible medal, and everyone said the same. I knew a friend that went and done it last year, Caroline, when we was in Boston, in Chicago, and she said to me, we went up, and you can see all the medals like at the expos what each marathon was this year. And I said to her, "You got exactly the same medal as me." She went, "I know, it was terrible." I didn't say anything at the time. I just took it and put it aside. She said, "But it's awful medal."
It's like they've gone in a Temu and bought more.
Honestly, it's bad. It is bad.
Medals.
It's bad, but again, it doesn't. A medal doesn't always represent what the race was.
No, I mean,
it means to you, doesn't it?
It's an amazing accomplishment. I think for me, if I ever went out there, the time would be irrelevant. That it would be more about the journey. It would be more about Tokyo. It would be more about the experience of running
100%.
in such a different culture and an amazing culture with amazing people. I think it would be pretty awesome to do that. It is definitely what I want to do. It's definitely on the bucket list. So I really enjoyed Tokyo when I was there. It'd be a great one to do. It'd be proper out of my comfort zone. I think proper out of a lot of people's comfort zones, language, food, and stuff like that. But that's the sort of thing that makes you not just a better runner, but a better person.
I've got a question for you
yeah.
on that then. So if you was off, bearing in mind Tokyo, so we talk about Tokyo Marathon in Japan being sort of like the pinnacle one. If you was offered to go to Osaka and go and run the marathon in Osaka, which got big, would you do it?
Nah, no interest.
Why? You just said you'd like the Japanese culture, you'd like to get immersed in all that, but
Because
why not?
Because if I'm going to go all that way,
yeah,
I want the major. Not being horrible to Osaka, it looks great.
It's a popular marathon, Osaka, really popular one.
Is it Mizuno?
Mizuno.
These guys, they sponsor that. They do a cracking job and all that sort of stuff. But I'm not being funny. It's Tokyo or nothing for me. If I'm going to go all that way, I'm going to shell out all that dollar. It's got to be on the World Marathon Major because I ain't going back. You know what I mean? I'd love to, but I ain't got.
Be surprised. I always said I wouldn't go back, but now I really want to go back for 27. I really want to go back to
I fancy it. I really fancy it for something different. I've got major FOMO. As I said, Ben's out there. So I've got, I don't even, not being horrible, I don't even want to talk to him about it anymore. When he's doing it, the day he's doing it, I'm going down to Southend to do a 16-mile goal run just so I don't have to listen to it because he's just going to give me the ump about it. The only positive thing is I'm going to get him to load me up with merch, which leads nicely on because this is a new feature that we're doing this year. Every marathon major that comes our way, we are going to be ranking their merch. All right. Now, Hayden is fully aware of this. I rang him today. We're just chatting like we usually do. I said to him, we just generally chat about marathon, about merch, about marathons. And he said to me, "Oh, I've seen this, and this." So what caught my eye, and made me think of this little cheeky little section for the show was there was a post on, I don't know, it was Facebook, Instagram, usual sort of crap, scrolling through, and I saw this orange jacket, and I haven't got a picture of it, because I just feel like I would be embarrassing anybody who had to look at it because I just looked at it and thought, is that a joke? So ASICS have come out with, I would say, some of the worst probably merch I've seen. I don't know what planet these people are on. If you want to go and check it out, it might be too late now thinking about it. But there was like a blue t-shirt. There was, where was it? I've got it. Have I got it here? It might be. Hang on, I'll see if I can load it up. But there was like this black t-shirt that. Here we go. I've got it. You ready for this? Hey, I don't know if you see it. Have a look. I mean, I'm not being funny.
It's terrible. It is bad.
But in the meeting, when they went, you know what, guys? Tokyo Marathon's coming. We need some absolutely banging merch because we've got everybody. Marathons are like brilliant. And then the geezer switches out. I said, you know what? I've got a brilliant idea. We're going to get a black t-shirt. We're going to put a white bit of stripe on it. And we're going to put some small lettering that no one can read. Well done. I mean, what? Maybe that's symbolic for something, right? And that's just me being ignorant. But I'll be honest with you, that's the best one I've seen. The rest of them are even worse than that.
It doesn't look like a tech top. It looks a bit like just like a normal t-shirt, like a Fruit of the Loom. I don't know. It's not great. It's not great.
I don't know. Run Tokyo something. I mean, seriously, just go down to your local school and get them to design the t-shirts if you're going to come out with that. And it carries on with the merch. I don't know why, but Tokyo's merch, I think, is the worst of the year.
I think the official, I agree with you, but as I said to you earlier on, I saw something
go on.
That I absolutely loved. It was Adidas. Adidas have brought out some merch for Tokyo Marathon specific. And it's it's easy. I love it. It's a pink jacket. The men's and the females are both a pink jacket. And they've also brought out the Adidas Pro 4s in a special Tokyo pink and white, pink and whitey grey colour.
I do like that now.
Nice.
I do like it when the brands, like for the different like big events, they're coming out with, doesn't matter if they're sponsoring it or not, they're coming out with like color specific drops around these events. Like I really like, they do sponsor it, but I really like the Adidas Evo SL for Boston. It's like blue with a yellow signature on it. It's really, really classy. The Evo SL, and they do it for Berlin, and obviously New Balance do it for London as well. I really, and I've seen by the way, I'm not going to talk about the London merch at the moment, because we'll wait for that episode. But I do like the fact that they do, other brands come out with, like, let's stick to marathon focused colours and drops. I think it's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder what sort of like rules they've got with each other. Like, I wonder how much Adidas can actually say this is Tokyo Marathon specific, the Tokyo Marathon 2026, when ASICS are sponsor them. I'm not sure how far they can actually push that.
I think it's because they probably kit out their paid athletes.
Right.
So singlets, shorts, shoes, it's for them, but they put it on retail. 10%. That's what it's for. So that's how they get away with it. I'm sure that Tokyo Marathon is trademarked, but they probably have some licensing agreement or something. But they do, they do have elite people in the field. So they will kit those people out. It's like, like the Ekiden stuff, isn't it? Things like that. They will come out with colorways and things like that. So I'm sure that's probably what it is more to do with than anything else. And I just think it's a really cool thing when they do it, and they come
Well,
out
it's
some
great.
of these.
It's great for the consumer because obviously you're talking about getting more choice. And if you are an Adidas person, you're a Nike person, well, if that's the brand you use, you can still get something based around the marathon, especially if you're going there and running it. And to be fair, I think Chicago's a little bit like that. When you're there, you could, whether you like or not, Under Armour do Chicago Marathon kit. Nike, obviously, the official sponsor, they do it as well. There's a few different brands there. I think Saucony had a Chicago Marathon top that I saw out there. Hoodie.
I think they even had a Saucony may have even had a Chicago Marathon shoe.
I think you're right. They did. Yeah.
As I say, we do see that. We do. I think Saucony had that Union Jack on one of their pros. I think it was the Pro 4 last year for London. So they do it. And as I say, I think it's a cool thing. As you say, you're running London, and you like to run in Saucony, and you run in the Pro 4, and they come out of a banging colourway for London. You might decide that, hey, you know what, I'm going to splash the cash for my race day shoe, and it's going to be the London colourway because I always want to save that and remember that and all that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. I think that they do that. But I think in terms of our series, I'm going to rank, because you've got to rank it. Should we give it out of 5 or out of 10 as a score?
I think you've got to go 10. It gives it a bit more leeway then.
Okay, so Tokyo Marathon merch. Appreciate we haven't shown the viewers and the listeners, because the listeners we can't show because it's audio based. But the viewers, you haven't seen the full range. We strongly recommend you go and check that out. I'm going to start the series feeling really generous, and I'm going to give them 0 because I think a classroom full of 4-year-olds could have done a better job. Right,
I'm not as harsh as you. I'm going to go up to 3. I'm going to give them 3 out of 10.
3. Yeah, so
I'll give them a 3.
I think it's going to be a tough one. If we find a worse merch drop, then we're in big trouble. Do you know what I mean? This year, but yeah, go over, if you are watching this on the video, go in the comments and let us know how you would rate the Tokyo merch from ASICS this year. I'm going to say I'm being generous. I'm going to give it a strong 0. Just to finish, if you didn't know that we only do these episodes, they're only about half hour, but there is something I did want to ask Hayden, right? Because this really came up on my feed again this week, and I thought this was really interesting. And he's got no idea on this. Did you see Mr. Kipchoge's post this week?
No, I didn't. No.
He wants to run 7 marathons on 7 continents.
Okay.
Right. And in the comments on that post, everyone was going nuts about it. So my question to you is, of the 7 continents, where would you run 7 marathons? Now, for anybody thick like me, the 7 continents, because I had to look it up, double check, because I couldn't work out the 7th one. You've got Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Europe, North America, South America, Australasia, or Australia, whatever, right? So, Africa, where are you going?
Oh, definitely. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go down and do Cape Town.
Okay, right. Tick the box. Antarctica will come back to.
That's a difficult one.
Asia.
Asia. I would like to go and run. Oh, it's a difficult one, isn't it? I'd actually like to go and try Dubai Marathon.
Is that Asia or is that Middle East? Or is that
Middle East isn't a continent. It comes under Asia.
So again, that's me being thick, right? This is where everybody was at geography. I wasn't. I was out in the car on my phone, ringing up, people. So you're going Dubai. That's okay. Yeah. That's a site. That's a curveball. I wasn't expecting that. Europe
marathon wise, I would like to go and run.
You could have already done it, by the way. It's no problem.
Yeah. But when you've already done it, do I really want to go back in? I would like to go and do San Sebastian.
Yeah, Simon's done that.
Been on my radio for a while.
Yeah, he likes that. North America.
I want to go and do the LA Marathon, Los Angeles Marathon, which I think is coming up in a couple of weeks. I want to go and do the LA Marathon.
South America.
South America's a difficult one, isn't it? It's probably going to have to probably gonna have to go Rio de Janeiro. And I'm really sorry, I need to change my North America. LA is good, but there's one that's my bucket list number one. I can't believe I forgot it. I want to run Hawaii marathon for North America. Changing that one out. And South America, yeah, I'll probably go Rio.
Okay. And Australia?
Go and do Sydney, definitely.
Okay. Interesting. So for me, I was Africa, Cape Town. We'll come on to Antarctica, by the way. I'll talk about it. Asia, I went for Shanghai.
Oh, yeah, good shout. Yeah.
But Dubai, because I'm thick and I was thinking that's Middle East, I would like to do the Dubai Marathon. But I think I like Shanghai. I've been to Shanghai. I would probably do that. Europe, I've actually got a blank. I would like to, I'm not sure. I'd actually like to go back to Berlin and give it a full send.
That'd be your third time. You've done it twice already.
Yeah, but there's a reason, because I've got the confidence from running it twice. I know the course.
Yeah, get
so
that.
That's why I would go to Berlin. Although there's many other amazing, like you said, San Sebastian and places like that. I think that would be pretty awesome. But in my brain, I'm thinking, no, I really want to go full send at Berlin. Mainly because I just love the start. North America, I was with you with LA, but I've got in brackets Tucson.
That'd be hot though. Tucson would be bloody hot.
Hilly. It's hilly. Carl's Casey Neistat, he ran it. I think he ran sub-3 there. But the Tucson Marathon.
Yeah.
Because then we could go into town and go to the honky tonk. There's a great honky tonk in Tucson. South America, I'm with you. I'm going Brazil, Rio. Let's go. Australia, I'm with you as well, bruv. Sydney. So that leaves us back onto Antarctic. Right now, there's an Antarctic ice marathon. Okay, I did some research in it. It's held near the Union Glacier. You run entirely on ice and snow. Temperatures often range -10 to -25. I mean, what layers do you wear? I mean, to be honest with you, would it be a bit strong to say you just got a cowboy up in shorts?
I think it'd be really strong to say that, yeah.
Yeah. I might even have to consider wearing shorts for that one. I get frostbite. It's considered the southernmost marathon on Earth. So I think that's pretty awesome to say. Yeah. Typically takes place in late November or early December each year. Competitors are usually transported from Punta, I'm going to say, well, basically Chile, to Union Glacier by specialized aircraft. Participation is limited due to the cost and logistical complexity of travel to the Antarctic interior. Entrants include elite ultra runners and adventurous amateurs seeking to complete marathons on all 7 continents.
And I can tell you now, at the expo, when you go to London this year, I know you like to get in and out. Have a look. There's a stall that does the 7 continents of the world, the races, the marathons, and they pay. You can pay them. They arrange it all for you as well. It's like a bit company,
really?
A bit like a sports stores company. Yeah, they're always at all the expos. Yeah, they do them. And I'd say there's one other guy, Spencer Matthews. I know we have all these people run 100 marathons in 100 days. It was Spencer Matthews. He done 7 Ironmen over the 7 continents in a ridiculous amount of time. It's only ever been done by one other person before, and he actually done an Ironman in Antarctica with that bike ride and with that marathon afterwards, and the swim as well. He done 7 Ironmans in 7 continents all around the world. The guy's just machines being nice. He's an absolute bonkers, but fair play to him. But yeah, the Antarctic. Well, I think you've got to wear special like spiked shoes, which ain't going to make it easy either. Let's get that.
No,
tough hard one.
That's going to be. As I said, they on it. Elite ultra runners. I think you're gonna have a certain mental aptitude for that, right? That's going to be a tough day in the office, isn't it? You can't just trot about, can you? Oi, oi.
Turn up in your socketies.
Yeah, turn up in my Pro Force. Oh, all right, yeah. Where's the gel station?
Yeah. Yeah, fueling be difficult as well, wouldn't it? Really difficult.
How would you just pop into like an ice hut and just like
ice poles? You just use ice poles to suck ice poles.
How would you fuel it? Everything would freeze if you kept it outside.
It'd be difficult. It'd be really. I was meant to do the Norway one, the half, the Tromsø half, which was 2 weeks ago. One of my friends who I was going out with, he actually went and done it, and he said it was absolutely freezing. It was a nighttime one, but he said it was absolutely freezing cold. But he enjoyed it. This is brilliant. That's only a half though.
It's a different thing, isn't it? But I suppose you'd keep your stuff towards your body because that would keep it Probably, yeah, we'll keep it warmish. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, what I think that'd be a pretty cool thing to have the medal for. You reckon it's as crap medal as Tokyo? I'd
If
want a
it
piece.
is, you'd want to
I'd
jump
want
off
a
the
piece
plane
of
and
Antarctica to come back with me.
yeah, you'd want something big and heavy without a
You would,
shadow of a
wouldn't you,
doubt.
for that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a
oh,
rock or
100%,
something, or like a polar bear.
100%.
Come back
Yeah,
with a polar bear. That's the point. I wonder if they got. It's just getting how thick I am. I'm probably not even too cold for them over there. But yeah, yeah, it's quite interesting. So he's going to be going. He wants to run on the 7 continents. Kipchoge. That's his next thing, which I think is great, right? As an ambassador for marathon running and running in general, to go out and do stuff like that and show.
surely he's done.
these
Surely he's done most of them, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, I guess he has. I mean, he's done New York. I'm not sure he's running. He's running
Was
Asia.
it? It was at Sydney this year, wasn't he? I think Kipchoge. I'm sure he was. So he was at the inaugural. I would say he's done Australia. He's done Europe. He's
Done a
done
fair
North
amount of them,
America.
hasn't he?
Done Asia. Yeah, I'd say
He
he's done.
ain't, he ain't done
Antarctica
Shanghai.
left. No, he
I
ain't done
don't think.
Shanghai. I mean, he would have probably done Tokyo, wouldn't he? Oh yes, he's done his 6 stars. So he's done Tokyo. So he's only all he's got to do really. He's playing this out. All he's got to do
Antarctica.
Antarctica and South America probably.
Yeah, South America, Rio, innit? I don't know when the Rio marathon takes place, but we've always said that, innit? What a cool that should be a world marathon major itself as well.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good. And I think we go back to the merch. Think how banging the merch would be down there in the Brazil colours.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah.
Be fair, they make some pretty mega football kits. So think of what they could do for the running merch. It'd be mental. I think that'd be awesome. Okay, bruv. Lastly, just to finish on, for our friends doing Tokyo, what's one tip to finish the show? One tip for anybody who's going out and running Tokyo. What's the one piece of advice other than go out there and enjoy it? It's Japan and culture and all that bollocks. We're not interested. Give them one proper tip for an everyday runner who's done it, going out there. Go.
Honestly, it's really, really important as well. Make sure you read all the documentation you get from the Tokyo Marathon, the race day guides, participant guides, where everything is, where it starts, what time you've got to be there. Just read through it and get to know it so you know exactly what everything is there. And they tell you loads of rules and things. There is talk about the culture. There's different things they don't like, things they do like. So, you know, even like the toilets are all screened off so you can't see them. When you're on course, you can't see the toilets. It explains all of that in this race day guide and their culture. It's really important to read that. It's a great piece of kit of information. If you're coming from the UK, you're on the plane for bloody 14 hours, so you might as well just get reading. Definitely.
What's the we know the expo's crap, but what's the best? What day did you go there?
Well, I flew out there. We flew Wednesday, arrived Thursday. I think we went straight to the expo. No, it's expo. You went straight to the expo. Straight to the expo on Thursday.
Okay, so as soon as you get there, get yourself to the expo. Yeah,
we did. Yeah, definitely. I would. As you said, it is a place you want to go and explore. And depending on how much time you got there, you're going to want to go and do some sort of form of excursion. Even if that's a coach run where you're sitting down, not wasting your legs, but getting to go out to see Mount Fuji and all this sort of stuff. Because as we said, it's a fantastic opportunity, a place to go. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Look, if you're doing Tokyo, good luck. Let us know in the comments. If you go and do it and then you come back, watch whatever, just let us know you get on. We're keen to know how you get on. Next episode, we will be focusing on, I guess, Boston. We'll do a Boston episode. Obviously, we'll do a London one. We'll try and focus these episodes through the year around the marathon majors. We'll add no value for Sydney because we ain't done it. But yeah, there's plenty to talk about. As always with this marathons. And if you've got any suggestions, drop us an email, hello@fordyruns.com. Thanks very much, brother, as always, for hanging out, chatting about our favorite subject. Make sure you leave us a lovely review. You know, we need them. So make sure you do leave us a nice review. And otherwise of that, we shall see you on the next show. See you later, everybody.
See you later.